Good afternoon, class. Welcome to our subject Business Finance. And last week, we have discussed about the financial planning process as well as the different formulas and format in the preparation of the budgets and projected financial statements. Also, we have discussed about the tools in managing cash, in managing the receivables and inventory. And now, we will discuss about the loan requirements of bank and non-bank institutions. And we will also discuss a little bit some of those bank and non-bank institutions. Now, please take a look at this picture and share me what you think of with these guide questions. What are the different figures that gives impact to you? So, pansinin nyo, itong nasa drawing natin, ano ba yung mga nakikita nyo dito sa drawing? We have the building which represents a certain institution. Also, a loan application form. There is the check and there is the money and other forms. So dito, makikita nyo guys, no? Ito bang mga pinapakita ng drawing ay related ba sa isa't isa? Sila ba ay magkakaugnay sa bawat isa? Now, what comes to your mind when you hear the word loan requirement? Naririnig nyo yan, lalo sa mga business persons. Ano ba yung mga loan requirement? So ngayon, sa inyo, kapag narinig nyo ang salitang loan requirement, ano ang unang-unang pumapasok sa isip nyo? Pwedeng ako, pag sinabing loan requirement, collateral. So ano pa ba yung mga loan requirements na inyong naisip? Now, we will discuss about these banking institutions and also the non-bank institutions. Banking institutions referred to as a universal or commercial bank. It can range from a large financial institution with a highly visible brand name and an international presence to a small organization with a local presence. Pag sinabi nating universal or commercial bank, ito yung pwedeng malaking bangko na kilala internationally, basta meron silang brand name na kilala, hanggang doon sa mga maliliit na bangko na usually ay nakikita natin sa mga probinsya. A banking institution's financing activities generally involve various types of lending, such as corporate finance, housing, project finance, retail, short-term finance, small-medium enterprises, trade, and others. So, yan ang mga napapaloob pagka pinag-usapan natin ang banking at saka yung financing, no? Kasama dyan yung housing, kasama dyan yung mga pagpapautang para sa project, o kaya naman sa mga pagpafinance for small and medium enterprises, at iba pa. Alternatively, the focus of banking institution may only be on specific transactions with clients that meet certain requirements and within the certain industry sector. So, minsan, nagpapautang sila depende kung saan ka kabilang na industry. At syempre, papautangin ka nila kung namimit mo yung requirements nila para sa pag-utang. Banking institutions may also provide financial products with a focus on environmental business opportunities. Financial institutions, otherwise known as banking institutions, are corporations that provide services as intermediaries of financial markets. Broadly speaking, there are three major types of financial institutions. We have the depository institutions. Ano ito? Yung mga tumatanggap ng deposits. So, karaniwan ito yung mga bangko na ating pinaglalagakan ng ating mga deposits, at itong mga bangko na ito ay nagpapaloan sa mga ibang kumpanya rin at sa ibang mga credit unions, sa mga building societies, trust companies, at saka sa mga mortgage loan companies. Pangalawa ay yung mga contractual institutions kagaya ng mga insurance companies at saka pension funds. The third ay yung mga investment institutions. Sila yung mga investment banks, underwriters, at saka brokerage firms. They are involved with buying and selling of stocks. Financial institutions can be distinguished broadly into two categories according to ownership structure. Yung commercial banks at saka cooperative banks. Pagka cooperative banks, maliit lang yan kasi mga ilang members lang yan. At hindi talaga sila form of business organization na corporate. Unlike yung mga commercial banks, they are corporations. Non-bank financial institutions. A non-bank financial institution is a financial institution that does not have a full banking license and cannot accept deposits from the public. Hindi sila tumatanggap ng mga deposito mula sa public at hindi talaga sila involved dun sa banking. However, they do facilitate alternative financial services such as investment, risk pooling, financial consulting, brokering, money transmission, and check cashing. Ginagampanan pa rin naman nila yung mga ibang financial related activities other than yung pagtanggap ng mga deposit sa bangko or sa publiko na gagaya ng ginagawa ng mga nakikita nating bangko sa paligid. So ito yung mga non-bank financial institutions, yung risk pooling institutions. They are insurance companies, underwrite economic risk associated with death, illness, damage to, or loss of properties. Kaya nga sinabing risk, involved sila doon sa pagtanggap ng insurance. May kinalaman sa pagkamatay, yung mga nagkakasakit, yung damage to property. Yan. They provide a contingent promise of economic protection in the case of loss. So, there are two main types of insurance companies. We have the life insurance and we have the general insurance. Pagka general insurance, short term yan, at yun namang life insurance ay they have the longer contract ending at the death of the insured. So, long term ang life insurance. Second one, we have the contractual savings institution. Contractual savings institutions, also called the institutional investors, provide the opportunity for individuals to invest in a collective investment vehicles in a fiduciary rather than a principal role. Collective investment vehicles invest the pooled resources of the individuals and firms into numerous equity, debt, and derivatives promises. So, itong contractual savings institutions ay nagbibigay ng opportunity sa atin para in a collective way ay magkaroon din naman tayo ng opportunity na makapag-invest. Pangatlo, we have the other non-bank financial institutions kagaya ng mga insurance firms, yung mga venture capitalists, okay? Yung currency exchanges, microloan organizations, at saka phone shop. Non-bank financial institutions yan, no? So, hindi talaga sila tumatanggap ng deposit, gayon man, sila ay kagaya ng phone shop, diba? In exchange for money, ipo-phone natin yung ating mga ilang personal na gamit. Yung pagpapautang ng maliit na halaga sa ilang mga organizations at kasama na rin dyan yung sa mga small and medium enterprises. Tapos yung mga currency exchange, nagpapalit ng currency, yung mga foreign exchange. Venture capitalists, ito yung mga nagtatayo ng mga negosyo, maliliit na negosyo lang yan. Nagve-venture sila. Tapos yung mga insurance firms. Also, we have the government, non-bank financial institutions. Ang examples nito ay yung SSS, ang GSIS. Natatag sila as early as 1957 and then 1936. Ang kanilang siniserbisyuhan ay yung mga mamamayang usually ay empleyado. No, merong tayong mga kino-contribute na premium at binabawas ito sa ating sweldo. Tapos meron ding contribution yung ating employer at dito nga ay niulog natin sa SSS or sa GSIS at in the future tayo naman ay makikinabang sa pension at pwede rin tayo makapag-loan. Kasama na rin dito yung pag-ibig loans. Okay? O yung pag-ibig fund na kung saan pwede tayo mag-loan para sa bahay. So, the component institutions of these non-bank institutions are, as I have said, the investment houses, the financing companies, the investment companies, the securities dealers and brokers, venture capital corporations, pawn shops, lending investors, mutual building and loan association. So itong investment houses, they are stock corporations engaged in the underwriting of securities of other corporations on a guaranteed basis. Their principal role is capital formation that can engage in portfolio management, stock brokerage, financial consultancy, and lending operations. So, yan yung investment from the word itself, investment. So, maintindihan na natin yung kanyang role at kanyang function. Pangalawa ay ang financing companies. Organized for the purpose of extending credit facilities to consumers and to industrial, commercial, or agricultural enterprises by financing or pagpapautang. Number 3, investment companies. They are primarily engaged in a business or business other than that of investment companies or trading in securities either directly or through majority-owned subsidiaries or through controlled companies conducting similar types of business. Yung number 4, securities dealers and brokers. They are securities. The dealer buys and sells shares of stocks of another or acquired securities for profit. So they are engaged in buying and selling of stocks. Number 5, yung venture capital corporations. These are organized jointly by private banks, the National Development Corporation, and the Technology Livelihood Research Center, and other government agencies to develop, promote, and assist small and medium-scale enterprises through debt to equity financing. So, nagpapautang din sila para sa mga small and medium enterprises. The 6th one are the pawn shops. Provide credit to small borrowers who are not qualified to obtain small loans from other financial institutions. Kaya nga 'di ba, kapag wala tayong mautangan, ang takbuhan natin ay ang mga pawn shop. Kasi hindi nga sila qualified o hindi nila na-meet yung minimum requirements para makapag-loan, kaya pawn shop ang nagiging takbuhan. Lending investors, These are those who make a practice of lending money for themselves or others. They extend all types of loans, generally short-term loans, often without collateral, using their own capital. Yan, lending investors yan. Generally, hindi involved si collateral kasi small amounts lang yan. Number 8, mutual building and loan association. These are corporations whose capital must be subscribed by the stockholders in regular equal installments with the purpose of accumulating the stockholders' savings and repaying them with their accumulated savings and profits upon surrender of their shares in order to encourage industry, savings, and home buildings among its stockholders. Now, we will proceed with the bank loan requirements. Siyempre, kung tayo ay mangungutang, hindi naman tayo basta-basta pauutangin ng halimbawa ng bangko nang hindi nila hinihingi yung mga requirements nila. At tayo naman bilang mangungutang, kinakailangan nating i-provide yung mga hinihinging requirements ng ating mga inuutang institutions. Unang-una na rito ay ang purpose ng loan. Tinatanong ng mga bangko ang purpose ng loan upang i-determine nila kung kailangan ba natin talagang mangutang or hindi rin tayo qualified na mangutang base doon sa purpose. Usually, kung ang mga reason or purpose mo sa paglo-loan ay itong to improve cash flows, purchase of equipment, pagbabayad para sa expansion projects, pagbili ng inventory, tsaka pampasweldo, usually kapag yan ang mga dahilan ng ating paglo-loan ay ina-approve naman yan. Pangalawa, business experience. Hindi porket marami kang pera, ikaw ay pauutangin na. Tinitingnan din nila kung ang iyong pagpapatakbo ng negosyo ay superb. Diba? Maganda ang iyong pagpapatakbo ng negosyo. So, tinitingnan nila yung iyong experience. If you have owned your business for years, you have managed your finances responsibly. This will be in your favor. In comparison, if you have recently opened your business or have struggled financially, this could be detrimental. Kaya, yung experience napakahalaga. Kung bago lang yung business mo, wala ka pa masyadong experience dyan. Unlike kung ikaw ay matagal nang nagnegosyo, subok na ang iyong experience. Pangatlo ay ang business plan. Tinitingnan nila ang business plan mo para malaman nila kung feasible ba talaga ang purpose ng iyong pagpapautang o yung paglalaanan mo ng iyong uutangin. Sa pamamagitan din ng business plan, dinedetermine nila kung magkano ba talaga ang pwede lang ipautang sa'yo base sa business plan. Credit history, kung ikaw ay dati nang nangutang, tinitingnan nila yung history mo sa iyong pagbabayad sa utang. Ikaw ba ay regular na nakakapagbayad? Ikaw ba ay nagkakaroon ng arrears? Ikaw ba ay nagkakaroon ng past due? Yan. So, tinitingnan din nila yan. At isang factor yan upang ikaw ay pautangin o hindi pautangin. Kasi, bad record kung ikaw ay nagkaroon ng past due account. Personal information, kahit na ikaw ay nangungutang para sa iyong business, yung iyong personal na information naman ay tinitingnan din nila. Kagaya ng iyong address, criminal record, yung iyong educational background, yung iyong tax returns, yung financial statements mo, yung assets, at saka yung personal loan balances. So, tinitingnan nila yan. Pang-anim, yung financial statements. So, tinitingnan din nila yung iyong balance sheet, profit and loss statements, or yung income statement mo, yung cash flow, at saka iba't ibang mga financial projections. Gayon din, tinitingnan din nila yung balance mo sa iyong bank account. The seventh one is collateral. Even if your business or personal credit history falls below bank loan requirements, you could still receive financing by submitting collateral. So, kahit na hindi mo na-meet yung minimum requirements, pwede ka pa rin namang pautangin provided you have the collateral. Or, ano ba itong collateral? It may be your house and lot, yung kotse mo, at iba pang property na kanilang iilitin just in case na hindi ka na makabayad. At usually guys, ang maximum na pwede mong utangin kung pagbabasihan ng iyong collateral ay 80% lamang ng iyong collateral value, or kung ang iyong property is worth 1 million, hanggang 800,000 lang ang pwede mong utangin. Cash flow, the primary financial concern for banks when it comes to accepting applicants involves business cash flow. In other words, does your business generate enough cash to repay a bank loan on time? Sa yon, tinitingnan nila yung cash flow mo kasi baka naman hindi regular ang pagpasok ng iyong pera sa iyo at hindi ka regular makakabayad sa iyong loan. Monthly payment ang loan mo, so baka naman ang cash flows mo ay hindi rin naman monthly dumarating sa iyo. E di lalo na yung mga business owners na seasonal lamang ang kanilang business. What are the usual loan requirements and applications? So, sa loan application requirements, tinitingnan demographics, kasama na dyan yung iyong business name, pangalan mo, birth date, address, SSS number, tax identification number, basta yung tungkol sa iyo yan. And the loan application process for this is receipt of application form and required documents. Yung income or revenue refers to current personal income and employer employment and salary history and business revenue if there is already an existing business. So, requirement yung income mo or yung revenue mo. Verification of information in the application form and required documents may include interview. So, para nakakuha pa sila ng detail tungkol sa iyong income, interview. Assets and liabilities. Applicants may ask to disclose their checking, savings, and investment accounts and their outstanding loans and credit cards if there are any. So, gusto nilang malaman kung gaano o yung iyong net worth, no? Kaya, yung assets at saka liabilities mo. So, tinitingnan nila sa process ay yung credit history mo tsaka writing credit report with appropriate recommendations. Contact or references. Requires identification and contact information of existing employers, employees, or even previous employers para, well, as references. Ayan. Then, documenting the final decision. Attest and authorization require affixing applicant signature on the credit application, stating that everything on the application is true and correct, and authorizing the lender to verify the information provided with the identified contacts and references. And if approved, final decision. If approved, final documents sign off and loan release. If rejected, rejection letter sent to the applicant. Note, loan application requirements and process vary among banks, credit cooperatives, and commercial finance companies. And now for our question of the week. Which among the following local business best offers loans suitable for long-term financing? Letter A, Rangay Bank. B, Tulay sa Pag-unlad Incorporated. Letter C, Rangay sa Pagrangay Incorporated. And letter D, Land Bank of the Philippines. Comment your answer and please justify your answer. So hanggang dito na lang guys. See you again next week for our lesson. Have a nice day.